Hey stream, how's it going? Oops, let me close my video. Um, I just thought it would be cool to get on and stream Animal Crossing because right before the direct happened, I got a capture card finally, so I can actually stream from my Switch. And I got it because Yasmin and I want to stream Stardew Valley, but then the direct happened, so I don't know. I thought it would be fun to clean up my island a little bit before we get tomatoes and coffee and all that other stuff. But I don't think I've ever streamed Animal Crossing before. I know I haven't, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be a casual stream. I just have the Switch pulled up on my screen and the chat off to the side. So if you want to see anything on my island, I guess, let me know. In the meantime, maybe you can see my house. It's on this like little island thing in the middle of nowhere on the map because before I stopped playing like a few months ago, I started to work on like redoing my island, but I really had no idea what I wanted to do, so I just made this little like garden spot. And then I put my house up here. And then I started making like a little rock pond thing on both sides. But I guess we can go in my house. And while people are like, I don't know, showing up or not. I guess it's like 4 p.m. on the East Coast, so 1 p.m. on the West Coast in the US. So I don't know how many US folks will join us today. I'm in Zurich, so it's nighttime. But that's the perfect time to stream. Here's my living room. There's a cockroach. There's this little ghost. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, even in my house, the concept is a little bit in transition. I have this little cake because it was my birthday earlier last week. Over on this side, I think this is like my office. Yes, oh no, it used to be my office. Now it's like a greenhouse type of room with a bath, because why not? And a pan flute. And I was like really obsessed with these like coconut planter things before I stopped playing. Yeah, I think I was just trying to like play around a little bit with some ideas that I'd seen other people do on Twitter. So yeah, everything's a kind of a mess. Like the concepts are not super cohesive, but whatever. This is the library. I guess every room has a cockroach. Yeah, so I put like, I don't know, like maybe somebody's working on an essay here and like reading a book over there. Why did how did this wallpaper get here? I don't know. It's creepy. I have 3 bookshelves. Yep. Moving on. I think the back room is like the sleep, like dream room. I put the pumpkin, what is his name? Jack? The pumpkin dude. I put his portrait up there above the door. Here I have the dreaming bed, some little linens and herbs, a cricket for some like peaceful sleep noises, incense for the aromatherapy, a little boombox for, I don't know, white noise or podcasts or something. I tried to make it feel a little bit like the old Dream Suite, like have sort of a similar vibe, even though we don't have like gyroids or anything yet. And by the way, like if the music is too loud or too quiet or my voice or whatever, let me know. I feel like the basement is kind of chaotic, but let's see where I left it. Ah, yes. It's like mermaid space station. Yeah, it's a mermaid space station. I started making all the mermaid furniture. And I love this, like, no, I should not get some sleep. I love this, like, animated water floor and the animated space wallpaper. So, like, why not? Oh, and it has little, like, splashes when you run around. Who is in the chat? Sir Sorry is in the chat, I think. This is Rover's briefcase. I kind of thought, like, there would be more story involving Rover sometime in the game, but nope. And then finally upstairs is like this art gallery room where I put all the portraits that I got from my villagers so far, and all of the, like, I think these are all fakes. Like any of the ones that I can't turn into the museum, I just put here. Or like if I get a duplicate or something. Plus this mosquito. Yeah. I got really into like the custom pillows and stuff. I don't know how I'm going to get this roach. There we go. But I don't think I killed a roach in the basement. Let's go back. I also kind of wanted to stream because I have like my video set up from recording videos for work. So I have this like light in front of me. It just seemed like a convenient moment. But I'm really excited to stream Stardew with Yaz because we're going to have like a cooperative farm. I feel like I got super into that game like once I stopped playing Animal Crossing, kind of. Because it's also a game where, I mean, I don't know, there's like a story, but it's kind of a thing where you can make up your own goals and like prioritize stuff how you want, which I'm really into. Is that not all the roaches? Whatever. One thing that I'm doing tonight is cleaning up the flowers. I have way too many flowers. Like this patch of windflowers went crazy while I was gone. I'm also trying to move the museum, but the place that I want to move it to is like just over a bridge, so I gotta wait for the bridge to be demolished. Also, I might come back to streaming design. I haven't really had anything that I could work on stream lately, but I've been working on expanding Girasol to include Greek characters lately. So that might be fun to work on. I think Simon is watching. Hi, Simon. I hope this is entertaining. There's also so many weeds. Oh my god. But, oh, before I, like, monotonously dig up these flowers, maybe I can, like, tell you what I'm trying to do. So, I originally had a river that ran, like, diagonally through here. And then it goes horizontally behind the houses. So, hi, Vivian. So I have the town square, right? And I made a rock garden down here, which was a pain in the ass. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I want to keep this and I have all the houses around in a little village, and I tried to like leave some space to put one or two things like around the houses to make it, you know, to make it different for each villager. So what I'm thinking about doing is like filling in this river that goes behind them and putting like the shopping center back here, like running across this way. So right now the shopping center is back here, so I have kind of like this little spot outside the store. And then I have the Able Sisters, and then I have the museum with like a little cafe right next to it. And you can like get a snack and read a magazine and stuff. And then next to that, I have this like raised part where I have the rose garden. So this is where I like tried to cultivate the roses until I finally got blue roses here. And honestly, it took so long to get any blue roses that like, where's my shovel? I was really over it by the time that it even happened. So the roses were overgrown before I even left. So I have a ton of hybrid roses to clean up. And then behind that, I have like the fruit trees. So I'm growing like a bunch of, you know, each kind of fruit. Just kind of for decoration. Like I don't do anything with these, but they're there. And then I have this little picnic area. These like white roses that were supposed to be growing like between the trees completely took over. And then this is where my house used to be, right here with a little air conditioning behind and a little fence area for like future co-op players. I like made a profile for Simon, but here's a forest. Oh, and then I put the camping place back here in the forest. So, you know, like if a camper visits the island, they can get like an authentic camping experience. And then I have a little heart-shaped pond that feeds into the river that goes like down here and connects with the main river that ran through the town, because my water outlet is like right here. I have like a little beach bistro place. And then I have the launch pad here and a random switch lying on the ground. I really want to play the, what was it called, the like island escape adventure that you used to be able to play on the Wii in New Leaf. That game was so fun. What else do I have? Here's more out of control roses. Some random fruit trees, a little chill out beach area. My airport is like right below the town center. I have like a little, I don't know, snack stand. I have like these recipes scattered everywhere on the island, like hoping that someone will take them, but I don't know what to do with duplicate recipes. I think I have no space in my pockets, but let's try it anyways. Yeah, cool. No. Oh, cool. It became a money tree anyways. Let me just get rid of this rose so I can move the money tree somewhere else. Okay. It's so funny too, because coming like back to Animal Crossing from Stardew, I'm like so used to the other controls. I'm going to sell all of this stuff. I have the museum kit already in my pockets because I really thought I was doing something. Okay. Schmoopy. I love how the villagers are so nice to you when you come back. Although, like, I totally get that people miss the rude villagers from the old games. What kind of sports? Yes, I think I do. It's so funny because Simon visited like once or twice, and now all the villagers like ask a bunch of questions about him. This little line is like where I want the entrance to the museum to be. I was just marking it out for myself. Here's Sherb, my favorite villager. Oh, we already talked. Same. Oh my god. Spooky time snacks. Okay, this went to a really deep place that I wasn't prepared for, Sherb. Also, Honeyvine runs on solar power. We are sustainable in this household. Where are the other villagers? Some more people have joined. Welcome, Remy Scan, Jupiter Optimus, Extra More, Jens Peter. What's up? Hi, Carmen. I guess we already talked too. Why are my villagers so wise tonight? It's true. I was just talking about this with someone. Like, I think you really have to leave and come back in order to feel at home. Who else is home? This is the problem with coming back to Animal Crossing to clean up my island, is that I'm going to end up just talking to everyone. Where does Miles sleep? In the director chair? Well, that's nice. I really do use my popcorn machine that is running 24/7 now and again. Hi, Sparkling Cyanide. Who else is here? I also, like, whenever I get gold roses, I put them outside the villagers' houses. Rudy is another one of my favorites. I had him on my island, in my village, in New Leaf. I love how there's a street lamp here. Me too. Oh yeah, I feel like in New Leaf, couldn't the villagers leave like without telling you? Like you could come back and they would just be gone. But I heard that like if you like talk to them about moving before you leave, then like nobody will move. 3 months. Okay, now we have an official count. Thank you, Hazel. Anyway, you're back. Yeah, all of my villagers keep saying Käse to me, which is cheese in German. I don't know why, but I feel like I said it to one of them and then they all started saying it to me. Yeah, I want to know what you're making. A blue rose crown. Oh my god, this is perfect. Yes. How come I can say no to new recipes, but not old ones? Did I miss something? Huh, okay. It's exactly what I say when I learn something new. Huh, okay. I think, okay. Fuchsia is like one of my new favorite villagers because she's super cool. When you talk to someone so many times in a day that they ask if they're being pranked. A gigantic kaleidoscope collection. Yeah, but then he had 80 of the one that you got him, so that seems like a net positive, right? Like a round number. I also really like Diana. Oh my gosh. Okay, but some of the villagers do make you feel guilty. Yes, everything's alright. I think this is like apartment goals. Giant bubbling hot tub. A giant shell bed with a pearl pillow. And a complete like nail art set and a Lily record player. Perfect. I am gonna get back to those flowers eventually. Let's see. I think I also already talked to Olive today. Yeah, maybe like the middle of your one room apartment is not the right place for the smoker, I don't know. Oh, some loafers. But I like my shoes. But I gotta be polite. I have to try them on. Okay, she was right. They do go well. I thought about getting on the stream like before I even started up the game so that you all could see like the real situation on my island and how dire it was. But then I was nervous about it, you know? It's like if someone came over to your house and you haven't cleaned in that special way that you clean when guests are coming. If you can see a little mess, that's okay. I am going to leave the picnic set up all winter because you never know. Oh, and I forgot to like finish talking about what I was going to do. So once I move the shopping center from in front of the fruit orchard, I'm going to basically like raise all of that land to be on this level too and create like a farming space where that is. So then like my island will kind of be like, let me show you the map. So then my island will kind of be like half and half, like raised versus flat. I might put my house back over there in the corner. I'm not sure yet. Like this little thing that I made in the southwest corner of the map is kind of weird. Like it's hard to get to and it doesn't really make much sense. And I kind of want to put a big giant lake there anyways with like little stepping stones. But yeah, we'll see. That's my plan for now. But first things first. I need to hit everything with my shovel. I feel like I need new socks. Like I need yellow socks or something to match the shirt. Oops. I should probably like empty out my pockets except for the shovel so that I don't keep getting interrupted, but I won't. Because at least like then I can take a break from digging up the flowers to sell the flowers. But I'm gonna go back to my house for a second. Ooh. Yes, the only golden thing that I have is the watering can. And I got that from doing the rose garden thing. Spooky trick lamp. Hell yeah. Okay, I immediately need to know what a spooky trick lamp is. Oh my god, it's so cute. What's inside? Oh my god, Dai's here. Hi, Dai. Dai, you should get online and play with me. Oh, oops. I wanted to go to my house to see if I had any pumpkins in storage, but I started running to the old place. I really haven't been here in a while. I want Yaz to play with me too, but I think she's in meetings. Because it's like, what time is it? 1:30. Or maybe she's eating lunch. If I do, all my residents will harangue me for neglecting them for the past year. Yeah, but like also you could just ignore them and go to the airport. Like show up and then immediately leave. So here's a tour through my storage. I have a bunch of like random stuff. I should get out all my spooky decorations. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I have so many ideas. There's Bud's picture. I really don't like Bud. He moved off my island and Yaz adopted him on her island. And he told Yaz that he swam across to her island, which is great. I have a lot of clothes. Jack's face. Okay, I don't like that. But I do like impish wings. But I want a different color. So, do I have any pumpkins? I don't think I have any pumpkins. Nope. But I need pumpkins to make the thing. I gotta buy some pumpkins. I feel like Leaf was in my town, but he's probably left already. Oh well. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Spooky lantern and spooky table setting. So the spooky lantern I'm gonna put here. And then I'm gonna make it a little island of its own because it deserves it. And then put this away. The spooky table setting is gonna go in this little tea area. Oh yeah, I put this little pipe here from the Mario stuff so I can get to the boat more easily. And I have these creepy dolls watching out to the sea. Also, something else I did that like improved my life so much. I don't know if you can see, but I put all of my, like I buried all 6 of the fossils back here. So like no fossils will spawn on the island, which is also cool because now I'll know that all of the holes on the island are gyroids, which I cannot wait for that. Also, the way that they play along to the music, it's so cool. I feel like they were really working on this stuff like the whole time, while everybody on Twitter was like complaining that we didn't have Brewster. And then we were just excited to get Brewster, and then like, but now we're getting all this other stuff too. Okay, so now you can have tea, and you can also have like a spooky pizza party, whatever you want. But also like, okay, the whole reason that I went to my house in the first place was to put stuff away. But I got too excited about the spooky, what was it? The spooky tricks thing. OMG, those mushrooms. Yeah, right? One of them is the Mario mushroom, and the other ones are mushroom lamps. And I think I have a recipe for it. I feel like I do. I wish I could like archive recipes or something. I guess I could just favorite the ones that I like. Like the Easter ones, I'm never in my life going to make the Earth egg outfit. Like, can I please put that away? Also, it's interesting because like they said in the direct that this was the last free major update, but I wonder like, what does that mean? Like, what will they update from now on? Only bugs or what? Probably. I have a wedding bench randomly. Like, it doesn't go anywhere. I don't have a good place for it, but I don't want to carry around all this stuff, but also like, I don't know, what if I need it, you know? I don't need this. And I don't need this either, because I'll just dig up the trees that I want to move. Move this over here. Okay, I feel like that at least opens up a little bit more space. I probably don't need these right now either. I'll put the weeds away too. I can sell them later. Okay, so now I can dig up so many flowers. I also meant to look for Leaf, but I'm pretty sure he's not there. But did I really not save any pumpkins or any pumpkin starters? I guess not, huh? Yeah, okay. He's not there. We're just like sitting here staring at the... Oops. Staring at the community center. There we go. This is top tier gameplay right here. I did not even mean to talk to you. Okay, bye. Also, you know what else? Speaking of like being nervous to stream a game because it's like too revealing or whatever. I wanted to stream Stardew also, but like at this point I'm like on year 3 or something, like fall of year 3. So my like farm and everything is pretty far along. And I just feel like I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people who are like super into the game and have all these tips and stuff. And I just feel like I would be judged, you know, for only having like 2 pigs and 1 sheep and like putting space between my rows of plants. But you know what? I also just said all that stuff on stream, so now it's out there. So maybe I can play Stardew without fear. Also, like, I started playing this game as soon as it came out last year. And it's kind of wild to come back to it right now, just because, I don't know. It's, like, it doesn't need to be said, I think. But so much stuff is different. I moved to a new country for one thing. I've been learning German also. It would be fun to try doing a stream in German. I don't necessarily think I have a very big German-speaking audience, but I don't think I have a very large audience on here, period, so I don't know, maybe now's the moment. Like, why do I keep switching to random tools? Maybe now's the moment. Di says, oh well, you're coming up on your 1-year anniversary in like 2 weeks, right? Yes. Yeah, I officially moved here in November of last year. So it will be 1 year soon. It's interesting because, like, I don't know, at the time I was really thinking about my relationship to the internet, and maybe because I was like trapped with the internet for a year, that I was like thinking about how it interacts with my life and how I interact with it in the context of my life, if that makes sense. And I like made a pretty conscious decision at the time to like not talk about what I was doing publicly. Like, I didn't really talk about it online, the fact that I was moving, even at a time when I was like being pretty candid and open about my life and like how I was feeling and what I was going through and all that stuff. I just kind of didn't talk about this one thing, and it was a conscious choice, and I just wanted to see like how it felt, you know? Like, what if my life was just for me? It doesn't have to be consumable by people on the internet. Like, I realize what that means as I'm sitting here like digging up flowers on stream, but you know what I mean? Like a life event that's not some personal news, right? So I never really addressed it directly, and just over time, I think it became apparent and was just like the way things were. And now here I am a year later. I like it. I would recommend it as an approach to like living your life at a time when You know, we're all on social media sites that are designed in such a way that convince us that we need to say something about everything, including everything about our lives. Yeah, Dai says the implicit and explicit rules that we define for ourselves around things like that. It's like a trick, I think. Like, it just feels like we're just supposed to talk about stuff. And if you want to, that's great. But I was just kind of examining what role that played in my life and what I was doing it for and what I was getting out of it, you know? And in fact, what like tipped me over the edge to start streaming tonight was that I found myself on Twitter, like about to enter some discourse that I did not need to be entering, about something that I really don't care about, but I felt like I cared about it in the moment. And I was like, you know, it would be a better use of my time if I go hang out on Twitch and dig up some roses. And I was right. Plus, look how much money I'm making in Animal Crossing. Also, it's Monday night, but I was just reminded, Di, because you're in the chat, I was thinking about the ambiguity program. If you all don't know, like the other, why is that the first option, drop item? If you all, like everybody else in the chat, if you don't know, there's a channel on here called Evan Dahm, Evan Dahm, I think, who has a show called the Ambiguity Program every Sunday on Twitch, and I think he's been uploading stuff to YouTube lately too, like segments or full streams. I don't know if they stay up, but I've been seeing them occasionally. But during the pandemic, Di and I got really into watching those every Sunday. It's like super cool. I think I didn't even describe what it is, but the Ambiguity Program is kind of like a show about animation. So he plays like a lot of old animations, and usually there's like a theme that they're centered around. But they're always like super fascinating and really, I would say, mind-opening pieces of art. So I highly recommend it. Jim and I block out our Sunday evenings just to watch Ambiguity. 7 people over to the house to watch it. Wow, that's super cool. You should get in the chat and talk about that with him. That's something else that I love about that is one of the places on Twitch where, oh, I don't have a shovel. It's one of the places on Twitch where I feel like the community around that show is like so chill and so nice. And like everybody, I mean, I don't know about everybody else in the chat, but like I don't know anybody there. I recognize a couple people because I follow them on Twitter, but I feel like everybody just hangs out and like talks about how cool the stuff is, and like there's so many people who are like knowledgeable about animation and stuff that I feel like I learn something every time. Especially my favorite thing that I've ever found there, which I've shown to like everybody since then, is this old Russian animation called The Lesson. It's on YouTube. I think it can be a little hard to find, or maybe it's just that I always forget what to search for, but it's on YouTube and you should absolutely watch it sometime. Because not only is it like an incredible piece of art, but it's also meaningful and kind of touching. I cannot pick this weed, but I can dig it up. Ooh, Ambiguity has a Discord too that's really interesting. That's awesome. I need to look that up after this. If you see me looking down, I like also have my laptop over here for some reason. Because I don't have multiple monitors. I'm just like on my iMac right now. That's where I'm looking like at my Switch and the chat and stuff. But I'm so glad that I could finally like connect my Switch this way. And I have a TV now. I've never owned a TV before, like on my own. I got it mostly so I could play the Switch on it. And that's mostly what I do. But it's one of the like frame TVs, so I can also like just have art on there. There's so many roses. I feel like maybe I'm being too heavy-handed in eliminating these roses, but like, whatever at this point. I need them to go. How do I make the Lily record player thing? Because I feel like lilies are part of the equation. Yes, white lilies. Anyway, look on YouTube also just for the Ambiguity Program channel. I think that's what it's called. Or look for Evan Dom DAHM and like go watch that stuff and support it. Okay, I will allow the white lilies to stay. But maybe I'll move them. Or maybe I won't actually. Maybe I'll just put them between the trees instead of the roses. Because at least like with the lilies, like I can make something, you know? But also, where did that thing go? The blue rose crown. How many roses do I need? 6. Okay. I should go ahead and pick those so that they'll regrow. It's kind of messed up how there are very obviously 3 roses on each plant, but you only get 1. I would like to file a complaint. The notion of filing a complaint is so outrageous. Like, who am I filing a complaint to? Who would file it and where would it be filed? Liam says that you should get more roses. Okay, well, I gotta go sell some stuff. There's something very satisfying to me in the fact that white roses make purple roses. I don't know why. I really want to ask if it's like that in real life. But maybe that's a silly question. I'm going to put my lilies in here, but I'm going to drop them on the floor so that I don't forget that I want to make stuff out of them. I'll do this. Wait, what? Place. Okay. Maybe I don't want to block myself in the door, though. Also, like, villagers can visit you now. Is that true? I feel like that's true. My friend Izzy sent me emergency listing for... What is this? Yeah. Anyway, it reminded me that I need to get a Ouija board. I really want to have like, I don't know, spooky stuff around for Halloween. I found some orange and black candles today. That was not what I went out to shop for, but I found them, so I felt like the universe was telling me something. It was buy orange and black candles. I feel like I'm almost done cleaning up all the problematic flowers. Can that be possible? Something that I think I missed from the old games is like the fact that flowers could die. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have this issue in New Leaf, for example, because my flowers would simply die. Except for the ones that Mile, like, so generously and graciously decided to water for me while I was gone. Speaking of which, do y'all have any tips for real life plants for when you're gone? Like if you're gone for a week or two, how do you keep your plants alive? I feel like I've amassed a collection of like various siphons and spikes and things to keep plants watered, but I hired a plant sitter. That's a good idea. It's cool because now I live in like a place where it's kind of like a house and there's only like 6 or 8 apartments total. So I kind of know everyone in the building, which has never happened before because I am used to living in a big building with like 300 apartments where nobody knows anybody. So I feel like I have neighbors who would be cool about like just walking across and watering the plants real quick. Watering spikes, strings coming out of pot of water. Yes, that's what I did too. Like on a long weekend or something. But it was like, I guess also it was like during a time when I had a bunch of plants on the balcony, so it was like way more complicated than just the few plants that I have inside. But I get so much joy from my plants. Maybe that's cliche to say, but it's really true. Casual pants. Casual pants from the sky. I don't... Are these pants cute? Let's look at them inside the house. At first I didn't like them because the legs are so straight, but I kind of think they're cute. Okay, they're confirmed cute, but I need shoes to go with them. Pink Uggs. That's exactly what I need. I think these could go, or maybe these. I should go with these because it's like Halloween time, so my pockets are full, of course. Of course. No, okay. I don't like the shoes, but I love my cuckoo clock. Amazing. Maybe these little boots. Ah, my pockets are full. I also love these mage's booties. These are one of the best items in the game, I think. Sorry, there was a mysterious noise. I think it was my neighbor. They probably say the same thing about me. But I'm not going to wear the mage's booties. Or am I? Okay, I'm going to wear the mage's booties. I didn't know if I could commit. I mean, the mage's booties are not for like your average outfit. They take a lot of dedication. Look at those little teeny tiny heels. Wait, Di, when you say a string coming out of a pot of water, do you mean like an actual string, or is it like a siphon situation? Like, is it a tube or a string? Because if it's a string, I need to know more about this. Di's looking for a pick. Selling flowers. It's how home improvement stores like Lowe's water their house plants. What? Oh my god. What? I really need to know more information. Oh, I can move these lilies now. I really want to put the museum just anywhere so that I can get it out of my pockets, but that is not the goal. That is not why I set out to move it in the first place, so I will resist the temptation. See, I have a little mini heart-shaped pond next to the big one. I guess in theory, this is supposed to be like a spring that feeds the river somehow. I really don't get like how natural springs work. That's probably a silly thing to say, but it seems kind of magical. But then again, I also didn't know that Lowe's waters their plants with a series of strings, so we learn every day. White lily stems. Oh, I have another one. Not here. I hate how the trees are constantly dropping sticks. Like, I get it, but also I would really love not to have sticks everywhere. You know what I mean? Best article was from CNET, of all places, 3 asterisks. Oh yeah, you can't paste links. Send it to me on Twitter or something. If anybody else is interested, I'll tweet out the link after the stream. Can I sell these stems? I think I can. Of course I can. I've been doing it all night. But I always forget there's like certain stuff that you can't do with certain types of flowers. Like the stems versus the flowers themselves and stuff. I can't bring myself to sell the orchid mantis model because Flick made it specially for me. I'll put it in here. I think that's a better spot for it. Oh my god. Am I getting tired? I am. But it's because this game is so relaxing. Yes, I have an entire section of black roses. It's interesting because, like, in New Leaf, wasn't it like you grow a black rose and then you let it wilt and then you water it with the golden watering can and then it turns gold? But in this game, you just like water it with the golden can and then maybe a golden one comes out. I guess it's because they removed the like wilting and dying thing. But also I loved how you could like run through the dead flowers. I think that was the closest thing we got to like crunchy leaves in the old game. I bet there's someone on YouTube who's like covered their entire island with piles of leaves. I bet it's fantastic. Oh my god, you could also customize the fences. I need to do that. But also, like, I don't know. Maybe if I do like a dark fence, it would match the staircases. I really like the wooden staircases. Probably get rid of these too. Like, I don't think I need flowers to be around the tea area. I would rather just find some mushrooms and drop them around. I love how you can drop the mushrooms and they look just exactly like they're growing on the ground. Oh my god. One day I will fish again in this game. Not today. I'm looking at the mums on the floor, on the ground in this game and thinking about like real life mums and how like Simon has some mums and you just cut them at the end of the season. Like you just cut them down to, I don't know, a few inches above the dirt or something. And then they just like magically regrow. I think perennial plants are incredible. Wow. We are getting treated to a concert. Okay, that's enough. Stares at me for like 5 minutes and then acts surprised. 3 months. You seem different, a little more grown up. Well, it was my birthday recently. A subtle flex, Nana. Fossil Murders, Best of Nintendique, The Animalese Brain. I don't know, Nana. I don't know about these titles. What is Nintendique? I'm gonna have to say The Fossil Murders. A good crime novel, okay. When they finally pieced who... Yep, I agree. Thanks for your help. I mean, now I'm curious about this book. Like... The Fossil Murders. Is the fossil the murder weapon? Am I allowed to say that on stream? Probably nobody's paying attention. It's fine. It was Nana that said it, not me. Just turn off the mushrooms for the night, you know? I think one of my favorite things from like the first era of Animal Crossing New Horizons was like nights where you would see Celeste on your island and be like, oh my god, it's I don't know, there's like shooting stars happening tonight. And like the first couple times it happened, I feel like there were tons of shooting stars, so I was like super hyped when I saw it happen again. And I like invited everybody over to my island, and then there were like no shooting stars. It was like one every 5 minutes or something. Those were the days. Those were absolutely not the days, by the way. They were the Animal Crossing days, but like not much else was going well. I have to temper my predisposition to put on my rosenrote brille. The Halloween place setting fits so perfectly on this tea table. I want those plates. Like, I want to have this place setting for Halloween. No, I was so close. Okay, it's fine. No, okay. Do. I think I actually cleaned up all the flowers after I get this last one. I know I said that earlier, but I really think it's true this time. Oh, it's so clean. This one. Okay. No, not that button. I will sit here. Cool. Thanks, Rudy. don't know how this is possible, but there's a mosquito. It just flew right in front of me and landed on my mic. For people who are watching in the US, did you ever listen to this program on the radio called Delilah After Dark? Because I feel like, I don't know, I loved that show like when I was a kid. Even though I think I was like too young to digest most of the stories that people called in with. I think she had like the aspirationally cozy, gentle streaming show, you know? Plus like the ability to choose and play copyrighted music on the air. Incredible. And we could never. Okay, I think that's it for flowers. I intentionally have this like border of red and white flowers around the town just because I think it's nice. Rudy has the like exercise ball outside his house. I thought you could do something with this, but I guess not. I could probably remove this cake. I don't really have anything to replace it with. No, I don't want to plant it. I'm going to put a mum here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I feel like that's all I want to do for tonight. I cleaned up all the flowers, and I'm so pumped about having all the flowers cleaned up. This will make everything else a lot easier. Maybe tomorrow, if I can get the bridges like how I want them to be, then next time I stream I can set up the lake with the stepping stones. I have an idea for that. I want to like have stepping stones going across and then an island in the middle. So we'll see. Maybe I can do that on stream too. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up for now. So I'm gonna save. Cool. Okay. It's nighttime for me. So if it's also nighttime for you, then good night, good afternoon, good morning, whatever you're up to. But I'm going to go to bed. So see ya. Thanks for hanging out.